Yesterday, he was the weakest student in the entire school. Today, the whole world is hunting him. They call him the hidden god, the monster who one-shot a red-name boss. But here's the truth. Aiden was level 1, a magic apprentice, a complete failure, until he unlocked something that shouldn't exist. A system that multiplies everything by 10,000. One kill, thousands of levels. One trash weapon becomes a diamond rank artifact. Now the elites fear him. His ex wants him back. But Aiden, he's not here to prove them wrong. He's here to rewrite the rules of the world. Die laughing, Aiden. You're just a commoner. How dare you raise your voice at me? Kale's mockery echoes through the halls of White City High. It slices through the tension of awakening day. Aiden stands still. His eyes are cold, sharp. A flood of memories rushes into his mind. 1,000 years ago, games and reality became one. Science died. Monsters emerged. Data became the only truth. Today, everyone awakens a job. But Aiden's luck just ran out. He is a magic apprentice, the most basic, the weakest, the most pathetic job available. No strength, no potential, a walking disappointment with stats that don't even break one. Is that how it is? Aiden mutters. He stares at his status screen. Level 1, 50 health. Every single attribute sitting at a miserable 1. In a world of talent, he is a nobody. Kyle, on the other hand, just hit the jackpot. An epic rank holy knight, the heir to a massive guild. But the real sting comes from the girl standing beside him. Elira, Aiden's girlfriend. She looks down at him with eyes full of pure disgust. You really disappointed me, Aiden. Her voice drips with venom. She didn't just awaken a high rank. She is a diamond rank flame mage. To her, Aiden isn't a boyfriend anymore. He is baggage. Are you embarrassed by me? Aiden asks. His voice is eerily calm. Elira doesn't hesitate. What else should I expect? You're the weakest in the entire school. Even the bottom feeders did better than you. Her face twists in anger. Break up, now. I don't want to talk to a waste like you ever again. She's done. 3 years of his hard work, 3 jobs a day to pay for her demands, his absolute devotion, all deleted in a single second. In this world, if you don't have power, you don't have value. Kyle laughs, stepping closer to claim his prize. Hear that? Your perfect scores were just a lie. You're garbage, Aiden. He brags about his epic rank. He claims he'll be the top of the city. Elira keeps twisting the knife, mocking Aiden's face as his only asset. Aiden stays silent. Anger burns behind his eyes like a hidden furnace. Then, the world freezes. A mechanical chime rings in his head. It's louder than their insults. Host awakening detected. Unlocking God-class system. 10,000 times critical hit. His heart pounds against his ribs. 1 unit of effort, 100 times the reward. The world of talent just met its worst nightmare. And Aiden? He's about to make them regret every word. The mechanical chime wasn't a hallucination. It was a lifeline. 10,000 times critical system. All rewards can be critical. Maximum reward, 10,000 times. Aiden's pupils shrink. The realization hits him like a physical blow. In a world where job rank is destiny, he just found a cheat code for fate itself. As a time traveler, he knew the legends, but feeling the rush of a system in his veins, that is something else. College testing, top universities, Garvard, it's no longer a dream, it's an inevitable reality. With a 10,000 times multiplier, even the weakest magic apprentice can become a god. Aiden's lips curl into a faint, dangerous smile. Elira sees it. It fuels her rage. What are you laughing at? She snaps. Her ego is bruised by his lack of tears. She expected him to beg. She expected him to crawl. But Aiden just looks at her with eyes like ice. Does it have anything to do with you? He retorts. No longing, no pain, just pure, unfiltered disgust. We're done. Don't contact me. Now, move. He pushes past the school beauty. She is nothing more than a common NPC. To Aiden, she's just baggage he finally dropped. Behind him, Elira's face twists with poison. She wanted a servant, not a breakup. Kale tries to swoop in. He flexes his epic status and promises of power, but she brushes him off in a fit of rage. Her standards are ruined by Aiden's looks. Kale, blinded by his own ego, blames Aiden. I'll show you how terrifying a holy knight is, he growls. He vows to hunt Aiden down. Meanwhile, the school is in an uproar. The genius student is now a garbage tier apprentice. They're already placing bets. How long will he survive in the wilds? How long until he becomes a cold corpse? But Aiden isn't listening. He's already at Adventurer Street, moving through shouting vendors and black market dealers. He ignores the trash gear. He ignores the overpriced potions. He needs the real deal. He needs to test his system. He walks into a high-end store. His gaze is fixed on the future. The world thinks he's a failure. They think his story is over. But with the first purchase he's about to make, Aiden is going to break the balance of this world forever. Welcome to Starlight Store. The greeting comes from Lunara, a woman with sharp eyes and a polished look. Professional high-end retail. Aiden doesn't waste time. He needs a wand to channel his magic. He needs armor to keep his level 1 body from being crushed. Lunara tries to upsell him, glowing gold rank dragon armor, but Aiden feels the sting of reality. He's alone. He's broke. His vampire ex-girlfriend Elira drained every penny he had. Just iron rank, he says. A bitter smile tugs at his lips. 70,000 credits. His entire life savings. Gone in a single swipe. He walks out with sturdy armor and a sturdy wand. They're rough. They're basic. But they're top tier for their rank. Lunara watches him leave, sighing at how such a handsome guy could be so tragically poor. But Aiden isn't thinking about his looks. He's betting his entire future on the system. If the 10,000 times multiplier doesn't kick in soon, he isn't just broke. He's dead. He boards the high-speed train, leaving the safety of the city walls, heading for the chaotic wilds where seasoned bounty hunters roam. The station at the edge of the wild is a madhouse. Screams for healers, high-level boss raids, greedy merchants filling the air. A level 1 rookie shouldn't even be breathing this air, let alone walking into the forest alone. But as Aiden prepares to head out, a voice cuts through the noise. Level 1? Are you serious? It's Selena, petite, beautiful, dangerously talented. Aiden recognizes her instantly. The genius of 7th High, an epic class powerhouse, the daughter of the Warrior God Guild's leader. The wild isn't like school, handsome, Selena says. She blocks his path with a playful but worried look. Don't die the second you step out. Come with me. I'll help you level up. She's the elite of the elite, offering a lifeline to a failure. But Aiden's eyes are fixed on the dark trees ahead. He doesn't need a carry. He needs a target. The world sees a magic apprentice in over his head, but Aiden is about to show them what happens when a common job gets an infinite boost. High Priestess of the Elves, level 12 epic. Aiden's gaze lingers on Selena's stats. She's the literal face of the city, a genius from a powerful family, fast-tracked to level 12 in a single week. While others struggle, her father's guild provides everything. It's a bitter reminder of the gap between the elite and the commoners. Selena offers him a pity carry, promising him crumbs of experience while she hunts a level 10 boss. No thanks, Aiden says. His voice is flat. He doesn't need a babysitter. He needs to ignite his own spark. He leaves the goddess of White City standing in the dust, fueled by a confidence she can't understand. Aiden steps into the brush. A long-haired bunny hops out, a level 1 iron rank monster. He raises his cheap staff. Fireball! The creature explodes into ash. XP +1. Aiden's heart sinks for a microsecond. Was the system a lie? Then, the interface glitches, the numbers spin. XP +100, long hair bunny fur, times 100, a 100 times multiplier. In one kill, he hits level 4. His blood turns to ice. He realizes the sheer scale of his power. Another bunny falls, another 100 times boost. Aiden doesn't just level up, he rockets through the ranks. Within minutes, he faces a bronze rank elite, a bunny the size of a bear. He downs his mana potion, feeling the surge. Boom! The explosion is blinding. XP +130,000. Level 10 reached. Max first class. In less than an hour, he has caught up to the city's geniuses. But then, the loot drop flashes gold. Crimson Flame Staff, gold rank. A common mob just dropped a legendary treasure. Aiden grips the staff. His hands shake with raw excitement. The waste of First High is gone. A monster has been born. Crimson Flame Staff, gold rank. Spirit +300, damage boost +10%, fire damage +15%. Oh my god! Aiden's voice trembles as he reads the stats. 300 spirit points? In this world, people struggle to gain a few points per level. A gold rank item at level 10 is more than a weapon. It's a cheat code that defies the laws of nature. Normally, a long-hair rabbit drops trash, but the 100 times multiplier forced the drop to evolve. If a common mob can drop gold, what happens if he kills a boss? The thought sends a shiver down his spine. Epic, legendary, or even a mythic artifact? Aiden grips the glowing staff. His knuckles are white. He isn't going back to the city to celebrate. He's going deeper. He needs to know the limit of this power. But as he disappears into the darkening forest, he isn't alone. Selena is frozen in the shadows. Her mind is a chaotic mess. She saw it all. She saw him jump from level 1 to level 10 in minutes. She saw the gold rank glow in his hand. He's hiding his true power, she whispers. Her skin crawls with awe. To her, Aiden isn't a magic apprentice. He's a young lord from a hidden noble family, suppressing his level just to train in the dirt. While Selena trembles at his mysterious background, Aiden faces a new nightmare. The Flame Viper, a silver rank elite, level 13, 7,200 HP. It's a mountain of scales and fire, 6 meters high, golden eyes that promise a slow, agonizing death. This isn't a school simulation. There are no respawns here. If he misses his shot, he's just another meal. Aiden feels the cold sweat on his neck, but the fire in his heart is hotter. He raises the crimson flame staff. The gem at its tip pulses like a dying star. He's done being the weakest. He's done being the failure. One fireball to change his life. One strike to prove that in a world of talent, a god-level system is the only thing that matters. Aiden's heart races, but not from fear. The crimson flame staff hums in his hand. The system's logic is finally clear. Hard work doesn't just pay off, it explodes. He squares his shoulders against the level 13 Flame Viper. If I can't beat a snake, I don't deserve this power, he mutters. He doesn't wait. Fireball. The spell streaks through the air, hitting the Viper dead center. The beast screams. Half its health bar vanishes in a single charred explosion. Aiden is stunned. A gold rank weapon in the hands of a weak apprentice makes him a walking nuke. The Viper retaliates, spraying toxic green venom, conjuring pillars of fire. This is the moment of truth. One touch means instant death. Aiden's mind flashes back to every combat theory he ever mastered. He moves like a ghost, darting in a jagged S shape, leaving the Viper's golden eyes spinning. The beast misses every strike, slamming its head into a tree in a fit of blind rage. My turn, Aiden whispers. Another fireball, another explosion. The giant snake collapses into a heap of burning scales. The screen in his mind goes white with notifications. XP plus 270,000, 100 times multiplier triggered. He's drowning in loot, hundreds of hearts, skull, and eyes. But then, skill book, blazing tornado, platinum rank. Aiden nearly stops breathing. Platinum? Even his school principal only dreams of gold rank skills. A dual element catastrophe. Fire and air, low mana cost, unblockable damage. It's a skill designed to turn cities to ash. But the silence of the forest is broken. The crunch of boots. A group of seasoned scavengers emerges from the shadows. Their eyes are greedy. They spot the mountain of high-tier materials. Hand it all over and walk away, a sly-looking man sneers. He brandishes a blade. They see a kid in cheap iron rank armor. They see an easy target. What they don't see is the platinum rank storm brewing in Aiden's eyes. The hunt isn't over. It's just found better prey. Aiden didn't flinch. To these scavengers, he was just a level 10 kid in cheap armor. Easy prey. To Aiden, they were just targets to test his new reality. He scanned them. A rat-faced level 14 assassin, a level 19 heavy shield knight. In any other world, they'd crush him. But they didn't know about the gold rank staff. They didn't know about the platinum rank storm in his mind. "What are you laughing at, kid?" the assassin sneered. Then, his eyes caught the glow. "Gold rank? Kill him. That weapon alone is worth millions on the black market." Greed replaced caution. The gang of 7 surrounded him. Their eyes burned with bloodlust. Even the knight didn't care about Aiden's background. "Kill him now, and we join the dark cult tonight," he growled. They closed in, exactly where Aiden wanted them. Point-blank range, total wipeout. Aiden's smile widened, cold, mocking. Blazing tornado! The forest screamed. A massive vortex of fire and wind erupted from the earth. 100 meters wide, turning the night sky into a furnace. "A forbidden spell!" someone shrieked. But the words were swallowed by the roar. It wasn't a fight, it was an execution. One by one, the experienced hunters were shredded, turned into a bloody mist. Their high-level armor melted like wax. Aiden watched the carnage, feeling the rush of experience points flooding his system. No guilt, just the cold realization of his power. But as the smoke cleared, his brow furrowed. The count was off. One was missing. The last man standing is the assassin. He's shaking. His face is a mask of pure, unadulterated horror. He stares at Aiden like he's looking at a god of death. 7 elite killers, wiped out by a teenager in seconds. Who are you?" he stammers. His voice is a pathetic, high-pitched squeal. Aiden doesn't answer. He's already analyzing the battle. "My aim was off," he mutters to himself. "I need to lock on faster next time." He raises the crimson flame staff one last time. No need for an explosion. A simple fireball will do. The assassin screams, promising treasures, promising secrets, but the sun-bright flame hits him dead center. Boom! Another pile of ash. "I kill you," Aiden says with a cold smile, "and your things become mine anyway." He expects a reward, but he isn't prepared for the avalanche. Exp plus 340,000. Exp plus 1,230,000. The numbers spin until he's dizzy. He just banked more experience than 100 high-level raids combined. He's hit the level cap for first class. The moment he unlocks it, he'll rocket straight to the top of second class. But the loot? The loot is legendary. Critical ring, gold rank. Gale boots, gold rank. And then, a dark pulsing light, abyssal belt, diamond rank. Aiden stands like a statue, a diamond rank item. Something that shouldn't even exist in a city like this. Not even the mayor has one. Along with it, hundreds of high-tier potions. Enough to make him the richest man in the city overnight. He realizes the secret now. Killing multiple strong enemies at once doesn't just give a bonus. It multiplies the multiplier. The 100 times critical hit is just the beginning. He grips his staff. His body buzzes with untapped power. The college testing isn't a challenge anymore. It's going to be a slaughter. While other students fight for scraps of talent, they'll be facing a level 100 monster in human skin. Draped in diamond rank gear, Aiden looks deeper into the dark woods. His eyes burn with a new hunger. He doesn't want to go back yet. There are bigger bosses in the dark, and every kill is a step toward becoming the absolute ruler of this world. Aiden clenches his fists. A wildfire burns in his eyes. Who says hard work is useless? With a 100 times critical multiplier, every drop of sweat just turned into a flood of power. He scans his new gear. His breath hitches. A critical ring with massive damage buffs. Wounding bracers adding 100 points to his spirit. Gale boots for godlike agility. And the crown jewel, the abyssal belt. A diamond rank masterpiece that shouldn't even exist in this city. 500 spirit points in a single item. It's insane. It's impossible, but it's his. 800 spirit points from a few items, Aiden whispers. His voice trembles with pure adrenaline. At level 10, a mere magic apprentice. Now holds the destructive power of a level 30 boss. He's a walking nuclear option, but he's not perfect. His defense is thin. His skills are on a knife's edge. One mistake, one cooldown gap. And he's dead. He needs to reclass. He needs to break the limit. He turns back toward the city. The moonlight paints the forest in shades of silver and death. Suddenly, the ground screams. Panic erupts. Hunters flee the woods like terrified animals. "Run! It's Tetian! The Iron Dragon is here!" A massive 60-meter steel beast erupts from the trees. 6 mechanical wings blot out the moon. A red name boss. A legendary nightmare. Every hunter in the area is paralyzed by fear. But Aiden? He doesn't move. He looks up at the monster. His lips curl into a dangerous, hungry smile. To the world, this is a catastrophe. To Aiden, it's the ultimate jackpot. The Iron Dragon thinks it's the hunter, but it's about to find out what a 100-fold critical hit feels like. "You're the hope of the city, kid. Run!" A middle-aged knight stands his ground, a level 17 bronze rank warrior, ready to throw his life away for a stranger. In a world of cold stats, his sacrifice is a rare spark of humanity. Aiden looks at the man, then at the 60-meter steel dragon blotting out the moon. "Don't," Aiden says. His voice is like ice. "I can kill this thing." The knight thinks he's insane, but Aiden isn't gambling. He opens his inventory. He crushes 100 enhancement gems in a single breath. Spirit plus 10, strength plus 10, agility plus 10. The notifications blur into a single roar of power. 1,000 extra stat points surge through his veins. The kind of growth an epic-class genius takes 30 levels to achieve. Then come the potions. He downs nearly 100 bottles of damage boosters. The system screams. Damage limit reached. His wallet is empty, but his power is overflowing. He steps past the stunned knight, walking directly into the dragon's shadow. Iron Dragon Titian looks down. His golden eyes narrow in mockery. "You little bug," the dragon rumbles. The translation flashes on Aiden's screen. "You think you can challenge a god?" Titian begins to chant. The air twists with ancient magic and elemental lightning. But Aiden was a top student for a reason. He knows exactly when to strike. The dragon commits to its spell. It can't move. Aiden raises the Crimson Flame staff. "Fireball!" He doesn't lead with the big gun. He throws a volley of fireballs to trap the beast, cutting off its escape. Then, he releases the nightmare. Blazing Tornado, fueled by 1,000 stat points, fueled by 100 damage boosters. The skill evolves. A massive vortex of air and fire erupts, 300 meters wide, turning the forest into a blender of pure destruction. The Iron Dragon's mockery turns to a shriek of agony. The platinum-rank storm begins to shred its legendary steel scales. The night, the forest, the very sky, all swallowed by the light. The hope of White City isn't a student anymore. He's the end of a legend. Aiden stands in the center of a literal apocalypse. The blazing tornado has turned the forest into a silent vacuum of ash. 300 meters of multicolored elemental fury. Iron Dragon Titian, the invincible red name boss. He looks like a toy trapped in a blender. "I'll be your mount." "I'll serve you," the dragon screams. Its human-like face is contorted in pure desperation. Aiden watches, a flicker of interest in his eyes. A dragon mount would be legendary. But he simply shrugs. "I don't know how to turn it off," he mutters. With a final, earth-shattering boom, the dragon is silenced. Its massive body slams into a crater. It feels like the end of the world. The system doesn't just notify him, it explodes. Exp plus 100 million experience points, 1,000-fold critical hit. Aiden is now the wealthiest apprentice in history, but the loot makes his heart stop. Iron Dragon's staff, epic. Iron Dragon's armor, epic. Diamond rank items are myths told to children in this city, but Aiden is holding 2 epic pieces. He's skipped 3 entire tiers of power in a single fight. He checks the materials, 1,000 dragon hearts, 1,000 pairs of wings, 1,000 reverse scales. He's not just a student anymore, he's a one-man superpower. He has enough materials to arm an entire nation's elite. A forbidden spell. At level 10, Eric, the knight he saved, is trembling. He can barely stand. He looks at Aiden not as a student, but as a god. "You call yourself a magic apprentice?" he gasps. Aiden just smiles faintly. His storage space groans under the weight of 1,000 diamond rank wings. Eric introduces himself as a member of the Warrior God Guild. He is convinced he's standing before a hidden prodigy. Aiden ignores the titles. He has 100 million XP burning a hole in his soul. He has a date with the Reclasser Association. The city of White City is about to witness a miracle. They expected a failure to come crawling back. Instead, they're about to meet a monster, draped in dragon-scale armor, carrying the honor of a legendary kill. The hunt was just the beginning. The real takeover starts now. Aiden doesn't correct him. Let Eric believe the forbidden spell theory. In this world, perception is power. Being seen as a hidden elite is a safer cover. It's better than being a glitched magic apprentice. Eric's imagination does the heavy lifting. He crafts a backstory of elite training, a legend of suppressed poor levels. "Sorry, my lord, I talk too much," Eric stammers. He bows as if in the presence of royalty. Aiden just gives a calm nod. He moves toward the dragon's massive carcass. Eric realizes Aiden's storage is full. He offers a gold-rank spatial container, a rare item Eric spent years acquiring. Aiden accepts it, but he refuses to be a debtor. He tosses Eric 20 high-level potions and a diamond rank iron dragon wing. Eric's hands shake so hard he nearly drops it. A diamond rank material? Lord, I can't take this, he gasps. He doesn't realize, for Aiden, this is one of 1,000. Aiden simply says, take it. He uses the container to swallow the dragon whole. To Eric Egg, this casual generosity is the ultimate proof. Only a young lord would treat diamond rank material like a tip. As Aiden walks back toward White City, the moonlight paints his path. He leaves behind a crowd in absolute shock. The silence is broken by a roar of gossip. A level 10 mastering a forbidden spell? He has to be from the magic capital. Did you see that wing? He gave it away like it was nothing. The legend of the hidden prodigy begins to spread. It ripples through the ranks of the Warrior God Guild. They think they've seen a genius at work. They have no idea. They've just witnessed the birth of the world's most dangerous player. Aiden tosses a diamond rank dragon wing to the stunned knight. He handles it like it's pocket change. Behind him, the forest is a graveyard of secrets. The survivors are losing their minds. They have concocted a legend of their own. A hidden prince from the imperial capital. A young lord guarded by invisible level 80 masters. To them, his small storage is tactical training. His low level is power suppression. They don't see a student. They see a god walking among men. Call my father, right now. Selena's voice cracks over the phone. Her body trembles in the shadows. The daughter of the Warrior God Guild has seen the truth. She watched him delete an iron dragon with a forbidden spell. For 18 years, he was a ghost in this city. A clean slate. Now, she realizes the terrifying reality. This isn't just a prodigy. This is a monster hiding in plain sight. Her warning is sharp. Don't ever offend him. Aiden lies on his bed, staring at the leaking ceiling of his cramped apartment. The silence is deafening. Just this morning, he was the school's laughingstock. Now, he's a dragon slayer. His inventory is a mountain of diamond rank treasure. 100 million experience points burn in his soul, enough to skyrocket past level 30 in a heartbeat. He stands up. His movements are sharp, energized. He pulls 2 items from the darkness of his storage: the Iron Dragon's staff, the Iron Dragon's armor. Epic rank. The room explodes with a cold, legendary light. The city is still whispering about the hidden prodigy. They have no idea. The real storm is just starting. Aiden stares at the screen. His breath hitches. Iron Dragon's magic staff. Iron Dragon's battle armor. Both are epic rank. Both are top tier. But there's something wrong. These items are already enchanted. The system, it's rewriting the rules of reality. Aiden realizes his heart is hammering against his ribs. A 1,000-fold critical hit didn't just give him gear. It birthed items that shouldn't exist. He dons the armor, a medieval masterpiece of steel and dragon soul. He grips the staff. Its jewels pulse with a cold, ancient power. In his cramped, leaking room, Aiden looks in the mirror. He sees a god staring back. The next morning, the silence is shattered. A screaming phone. It's May, his class teacher. "You're a failure, Aiden." "A magic apprentice skipping class? Drop out before you ruin our school's average." She spits insults like venom. Her voice is fueled by years of bullying. Aiden doesn't flinch. He doesn't argue. "Fine," he says. His voice is like ice. "I'll drop out." He knows the game. Kyle and Elira, the school's new golden couple, they are pulling the strings, using their family's influence to crush him. Aiden hangs up. A dangerous smile curls his lips. They want him gone? Fine, but they've forgotten one thing. In 1 month, the college testing begins. By then, he won't just be level 10. With 100 million experience points in his pocket, he's going to be a level 30 monster, draped in epic rank steel. When the top scorer title is announced, he wants to see May's face. He wants to see the school board's reaction. He wants them to realize they kicked out a national legend. He calls a taxi. His eyes are cold and focused. The failure is heading to school. One last time. Aiden scrolls through WeChat. He checks in with Lunara. "Do you buy materials?" The reply is instant and panicked. "Materials? Yesterday you left with basic iron trash. Haven't you seen TikTok? The city's on fire." Aiden frowns, opening the app. The top 3 trending topics are all about him. slain the dragon. Forbidden spellmaster, mysterious young lord. The world is losing its mind over the hidden genius, the one who erased the level 30 red name boss. They're analyzing his S-rank movements, his tactical suppression of fur, his invisible level 80 bodyguards. Every comment section is buzzing, from the capital to the magic capital. They think he's a god. They think a disaster is coming. Aiden just shakes his head. The catastrophe they're terrified of is already sitting in his inventory. He arrives at the school office, but the atmosphere inside is the polar opposite of the internet's awe. Through the door, he sees Elira. She is whispering venom into the ear of May, their bitter, middle-aged teacher. "He cheated, Ms. May," Elira says with a mocking smirk. "He was never hard-working. He just used girls who liked him to pass notes." May's face turns yellowish with rage. "I knew it! A magic apprentice who cheats? I'm expelling him today." Elira fakes a sigh of pity. "Oh, don't be so harsh. I'm an epic rank now. Maybe I can train him to get into a third-rate college." Aiden's eyes turn to ice. Outside, he's the dragon slayer. Inside, he's a bottom feeder, a footstool for Elira's ego. They have no idea. The waste they're mocking is the same monster the entire country is worshipping online. He pushes the door open. His presence is silent, heavy. The bad student has arrived to drop out, but he's bringing the weight of an iron dragon with him. Elira flashes a calculating smile. She hands over a glowing damage boost potion. May gasps. She eagerly takes the bribe. She praises Elira's fake generosity. Outside the door, Aiden hears every single word. His blood boils. She doesn't want to help. She wants a loyal dog, and this corrupt teacher is playing right along. Aiden pushes the door open. The room freezes. He stares them down. I am dropping out. His sudden presence brings a heavy, terrifying pressure. May quickly recovers. She mocks his decision. She tells him he needs Elira to reach level 5. Without them, she claims he is nothing. Just a useless magic apprentice. Aiden laughs internally. He looks at their pathetic levels. Elira is level 2. May is barely 12. He is already level 10. One single fireball. They are dead. But they are too arrogant to even check his stats. He demands the paperwork immediately. May furiously stamps his file. She swears he will fail completely. He signs it. He grabs his copy. He walks out. Leaving the school grounds, a massive weight lifts off his shoulders. No more fake friends. No more useless classes. Just pure power progression. He takes a taxi straight to the city center. He walks into the luxurious Reclasser Association. He approaches the desk. He hands his file to the receptionist. "I need a class change." The girl freezes completely. She stares at his papers in absolute disbelief. He maxed his level. In under 1 day. Tina stares at Aiden in absolute shock and disbelief. He just awakened as a magic apprentice yesterday. Yet, he is already at the maximum level. She stammers, asking why he dropped out. Aiden looks at her with completely cold eyes. "Does this affect my class change mission?" Tina shivers. She quickly guides him to the crystal ball. Aiden takes the crystal and crushes it. The system screen goes crazy with unusual messages. It labels him a powerful magic genius. Then, it gives him a truly impossible task. Defeat a level 10 abyssal boss. Aiden frowns deeply at the ridiculous requirement. An abyssal dungeon is practically a death sentence. To even enter, he needs an extremely expensive permit. He realizes he must sell his recent loot. He asks Tina if they buy monster materials. She shakes her head and rejects low-level items. Aiden speaks in a calm and steady voice. It is a level 30 dragon boss. Tina completely freezes. She stares at him in pure horror. The mayor himself is only level 42. Aiden delivers the final heavy blow. Diamond rank materials. Tina jumps up in sheer panic. She bows repeatedly and rushes him to the top floor. Inside the massive office, 2 powerful men are arguing. Lucian, a diamond dragon knight, and George, an epic artisan. George furiously demands 3 diamond rank dragon materials. Lucian is stressed out and completely helpless. Finding those rare materials is practically impossible here. Tina nervously interrupts their loud argument. She stutters. Anne introduces Aiden to the room. Lucian simply nods his head. I know. Lucian glances coldly at the student. He assumes the materials are only gold rank. George scoffs at the idea of real dragon blood. Tina is sweating nervously. She forgot one tiny detail. They are diamond rank. Lucian and George freeze completely. Aiden smirks. He waves his hand. A massive pile of glowing materials crashes down. 1,000 reversed dragon scales. The metallic sound shakes their very souls. The office is flooded with blinding golden light. The men look at their pathetic single scale. It looks like absolute trash now. Lucian gasps in sheer terror. He apologizes for his massive disrespect. He kicks Tina out of the room. Tina runs away in absolute shock. A simple level 10 apprentice just dropped a fortune. Lucian nervously hands Aiden a cup of tea. Aiden opens his storage space again. He reveals the horrifying reality. Thousands of dragon hearts and eyes. Almost 10,000 diamond rank materials. Lucian's body goes numb. He is the second strongest man here. Yet he begs for just one material. George stares at Aiden like a ghost. He realizes the dark truth. You cast the forbidden spell. You wiped out the dragons. He assumes Aiden is a supreme noble from the sovereign city. The artisan bows, trembling in fear. Lucian shakes beside him. Aiden ignores their pathetic panic. He stares them down coldly. I want an abyssal pass. The two men freeze once again. They scramble to buy his rare materials. They promise to auction the rest for free. Aiden cuts them off. None of that matters to me. Just give me the pass. Aiden ignores the massive fortune. He demands the abyssal pass. Lucian quickly explains the options. An epic pass takes you to the outer edge. A mythic pass drops you straight into Infernal City. Aiden chooses the epic pass. He wants to test the waters first. Lucian hands over the glowing golden card. It costs 10 million for a single trip, but Lucian immediately waives the insane fee. He only asks to buy materials before the public auction. He promises to invite all the major guild leaders today. Aiden nods. He demands his money immediately. Suddenly, George interrupts with absolute crazy excitement. He wants to forge an epic weapon. Lucian chokes on his tea in pure shock. George admits the absolute brutal truth. The success rate is barely 0.1%. He just desperately needs the practice to reach legendary rank. Aiden does not even hesitate. Take 1,000 pieces. Try to make it. I do not care. George is completely blown away. He bows deeply. He hands over 300 million, just to say thank you. He swears absolute loyalty to Aiden right there. Lucian quickly makes the exact same promise. Aiden simply asks for high-level skill books. He needs to boost his mana for the dangerous abyss. Lucian rushes to bring the books, without any questions. Lucian places 7 glowing skill books directly on the table. Aiden scans them quickly. 2 are platinum rank. 1 is diamond rank. This is the absolute best this remote city can offer. Aiden points to the strongest 3 without hesitation. A platinum healing spell, a platinum freezing spell, a diamond rank lightning storm, healing, crowd control, massive area damage, the perfect deadly combo. Lucian quotes the massive price, 2 billion in total. Aiden barely reacts to the number. He tells him to deduct it from the dragon materials. He announces he is leaving for his class change mission. Lucian and George exchange terrified looks. They assume he is tackling a level 40 quest. Before he leaves, Lucian hands over a special reward, a junior medal for killing the massive iron dragon. Aiden equips it instantly. His stats explode, health doubles, mana skyrockets. He feels completely unstoppable. He heads down to the lobby in silence. Tina trembles in pure terror as he walks past. He steps outside the building to grab some food. Suddenly, a familiar arrogant face blocks his path. It is Kale, the epic paladin from his high school. Aiden scans his stats and almost laughs out loud. Kale is barely level 3, still completely lazy and overly arrogant. Kale loudly mocks Aiden in front of his elite guild leaders. He calls him a useless and pathetic magic apprentice. The guild leaders laugh and head inside to meet Lucian. Kale stays behind just to brag. He claims Lucian invited them for a massive auction. He boasts about securing high-tier diamond rank gear. He has absolutely no idea the truth. Those materials belong to the exact person he is mocking. Kale shoves his arrogant face forward. He loudly brags about diamond rank gear. He claims his Dragonlight Guild will secure 3 legendary pieces. He sneers down at Aiden. He promises to erase him completely. Aiden just smiles calmly. He walks away. He already knows the hilarious truth. Those exact guild leaders are currently rushing to buy his own materials. Let them pay the deposit. Let them build their hopes. The upcoming crash will be beautiful. Aiden heads to the city's most expensive restaurant. He sits by the window. He orders a $10,000 meal. After eating, he walks to the Starlight store. He desperately needs mana-boosting equipment. The clerk, Lunara, greets him. He demands the highest rank item they have. She hesitates. She mentions a broken platinum rank ring. It costs 400 million. She laughs awkwardly. She thinks he is just joking around. Aiden calmly pulls out his bank card. Then, he tosses her his phone. Lucian is on the line. The city's second most powerful man speaks with extreme respect. He agrees to cover the missing 100 million. Lunara completely freezes. Her brain short-circuits. She stares at Aiden in absolute terror. She runs to process the paperwork. She returns trembling. She brings the delicate ring and an extra gift. The store owner heard the news and panicked. He slashed 50 million off the price. He gifted 2 free platinum skill books, Cloaking Art, and Eye of Insight. Aiden coldly accepts the powerful tools. He turns his focus to the delicate ring. Aiden stares at his new platinum ring. The magical stats are incredible. It once belonged to an ancient great demon lord. Lunara mentions the item is actually broken. If repaired, the massive stats will immediately double. Aiden thinks of the epic artisan. Maybe George can fix it later. He ignores Lunara's nervous rambling. He raises his hand. He crushes the epic permit. Lunara gasps in absolute horror. She finally connects the terrifying dots. The limitless wealth. The legendary connections. He is the rumored forbidden spell user. The space suddenly distorts violently. Aiden vanishes completely. He lands in a freezing world of dead bones. The abyssal sanctum is pitch black. He quickly summons a fireball for light. A terrifying monster steps out of the shadows. A level 10 skeleton soldier. Aiden does not hesitate at all. He fires a single explosive blast. The skeleton shatters instantly. The system grants a 10 times multiplier. Just 20,000 experience and useless trash. Aiden frowns deeply at the terrible loot. He is far too strong now. Weak monsters give absolutely garbage rewards. He desperately needs to hunt bigger prey. Suddenly, a massive magical disturbance shakes the dark ground. A terrifying heat wave hits him hard. A massive burning monster blocks his path. A gold rank boss. Level 15 Fire Demon. Aiden grips his staff. The real hunt begins. A massive flame demon blocks Aiden's path. Its giant wings flap heavily in the dark air. The level 15 boss sneers at him. It mocks his pathetic level 10 Magic Apprentice class. It calls him a free meal. The noble demon promises to eat his heart. It wants to turn him into an undead slave. Aiden does not waste a single word. He raises his staff. Ultimate Frost. A terrifying wave of ice explodes outward. The freezing energy instantly covers the flying demon. The boss freezes completely in place. Its eyes bulge in absolute fear and sheer disbelief. How does a mere apprentice have such terrifying magic? It cannot even scream. It becomes a solid ice statue. Aiden follows up immediately. Thunder's wrath. A deafening storm of lightning tears through the abyss. Countless bolts smash the frozen demon into pieces. The boss is dead. Aiden is completely stunned by his own insane power. The system grants a massive 100 times reward multiplier. 2 million experience points flood his stats. He receives hundreds of gold-ranked demon swords. His second-class mission is instantly completed. The impossible task took only 1 single second. He can now mass-produce high-end gold-ranked gear. Aiden smirks. He decides to stay a little longer. He walks through the terrifying abyssal sanctum with total ease. He spams his frost and lightning combos everywhere. Skeleton knights shatter. Demons turn to pure ash. Ghost bosses evaporate. He reaps millions of experience points instantly. Hundreds of rare materials overflow his massive inventory. The deadliest dungeon in the world is just his personal playground. Aiden stares at his status screen. Hundreds of millions of experience points overflow his pool. The level 10 cap is the only thing holding him back. His insane 1,000 times multiplier makes leveling up a complete joke. He sorts through his massive pile of new loot. Most of it is standard gold rank gear. He completely ignores the weapons and armor, but one specific item catches his attention. A Starlight rank skill book. It dropped from a basic skeleton knight, Demon's Domain, a massive dark magic field that obliterates enemies. He hesitates for a brief second. Dark magic can easily corrupt a human mind. It can ruin his future class evolution. But Aiden shakes his head. Strength is absolute truth. He learns the forbidden skill immediately. Black dust clouds his sharp vision. He raises his staff to test his new power. Demon's Domain activates. A terrifying shockwave rips through the dark wasteland. Over 100 monsters explode into bloody pieces. A level 13 boss evaporates instantly. The mana cost is practically zero. Aiden smirks at his terrifying new weapon. Suddenly, desperate screams echo through the dead wasteland. A group of terrified teenagers runs directly towards him. A massive level 40 fire demon chases them down. The monster is the size of a floating mountain. Aiden quickly scans the fleeing group. Their stats are mind-blowing. Legendary rank, epic rank, starlight rank. The girl leading them is Vespera, the top genius heiress from Sovereign City. She desperately screams at Aiden to run away. The Demon Lord's messenger tries to block the monster. The epic troll warrior raises his heavy shield. He steps forward. He gets crushed. The massive boss blasts him away effortlessly. The demon steps through the flames with a cruel smile. It looks down at the pathetic humans. The massive flame demon sneers down at the cornered elite teenagers. He violently mocks their high ranks. He threatens to eat their hearts to evolve. Vespera fiercely holds her ground, without fear. She threatens him right back. Human lords have reached level 100, she loudly warns him. Her powerful father could crush him instantly. Oslu completely loses his temper. He unleashes a terrifying wave of suffocating dark energy. Aiden quietly scans the giant monster. An epic rank, level 40 boss, 5 million health points, a wanted national red name target. Aiden does not hesitate for a second. He rapidly drinks 200 damage boost potions. His attack power hits the absolute limit. He steps directly in front of the panicked Vespera. He raises his staff high. Ultimate Frost. Vespera desperately tries to pull him back. She suddenly freezes in pure absolute shock. The massive level 40 demon is completely encased in solid ice. It cannot move a single inch. She quickly snaps out of it. She screams for an attack. The elite teens unleash absolutely everything they have. Colorful high-level skills relentlessly blast the frozen boss. The health bar violently plummets down. It drops to exactly 50%. The solid ice shatters loudly. Oslu roars in absolute blind rage. Vespera shifts into her fierce draconic form. She sprouts golden wings. She aggressively slashes forward. She gets blasted back. She crashes violently right next to Aiden. The furious demon enters its deadly second phase. Aiden smiles calmly at the exhausted elite teens. They successfully took half a boss's health. Now it is his turn. He possesses 2 epic items. He holds a starlight skill. He carries 200 stacked damage buffs. He stops holding his power back. Demon's Domain. A massive pitch-black ritual circle instantly swallows the screaming demon. Oslu locks his burning eyes on Aiden. He violently mocks the foolish human for using dark magic. He assumes he can easily escape the deadly ritual. He is completely wrong. The massive dark circle explodes into a terrifying flood. Heavy dark energy swallows the massive demon. Oslu screams in pure panic. He desperately tries to break free. Vespera and her elite team block his escape. Aiden shouts at them to back up immediately. He furiously chugs mana potions, one after another. He pumps infinite mana into the deadly dark domain. The field rapidly expands. It crushes the monster. Oslu's health violently plummets to 30%. The demon erupts with blinding red light. He violently pushes against the suffocating energy. Aiden demands they hold the raging monster back. Vespera signals her teammate Vivi. The girl sacrifices all her remaining energy. She casts Demilord Boost on Vespera and collapses. Vespera shifts into a glowing golden dragon. She charges forward with her Dragon Roar sword. She violently slashes the towering demon. The impact is deafening. Vespera is blasted back. She spits up blood. She crashes right at Aiden's feet. Oslu's arm is torn apart. The boss drops to exactly 10% health. Vespera has nothing left. She looks up at Aiden in total despair. She begs him to run away. Aiden cancels his dark domain. He chugs even more mana potions. He stares down the terrifying demon. "Give me 10 seconds." Vespera places her absolute trust in him. She screams for John. The troll warrior unleashes his frenzy blood. He mutates into a massive towering giant. He stands in the demon's deadly path. Oslu punches him. John is crushed. The 3 elite geniuses lie broken on the ground. The furious demon charges directly at Aiden. Aiden simply smiles. Vespera stares at Aiden with absolute despair. John will be crushed in exactly 5 seconds. It is far too late to do anything. She deeply regrets stepping foot into the deadly abyss. She slowly closes her eyes, preparing for death. A deafening thunderclap rips her eyes wide open. A terrifying storm of pure lightning engulfs the crippled demon. Aiden smiles widely as the monster screams in agony. The dark domain was just a simple trap. The real execution is Thunder's wrath. The special lightning ignores the demon's magic resistance. Oslu roars in absolute blind rage and pure terror. The human lied about the 10 seconds. The demon violently spits out pitch-black blood. He screams ancient forbidden words. Vespera shrieks in absolute horror. "A demon's death curse!" A blinding black light instantly knocks her team unconscious. The dark energy slams directly into Aiden. A terrifying system log pops up. "You are cursed." He is now a glowing lighthouse for every demon within 10 kilometers. The massive demon violently crashes to the ground. The national-level epic boss is dead. Aiden's system goes absolutely crazy. 200 million experience points flood his stats. He receives 500 glory points, a special middle-rank medal, but the real treasure drops next. 1,000 epic demons' hearts, the ultimate material to force a class upgrade. Aiden's eyes widen with absolute excitement. His pathetic magic apprentice class can finally evolve. He plans to crush Kale's arrogant rank in the future. The boss drops 2 incredible items: a broken legendary rank flame demon staff, and an epic flame demon cloak. Aiden instantly equips the powerful cloak. It grants massive defense, and the rare ability to fly. He quickly heals the unconscious elite team with his new platinum spell. Vespera slowly opens her eyes. She stares at the dead boss, and then at Aiden in absolute disbelief. "You actually killed it?" Vivi slaps her own face to make sure she is not dreaming. Suddenly, Vespera's face turns deathly pale. "We need to run right now." Aiden looked down at the dead body of the flame demon Oslu. Vespera screamed at him to run, but the demon was already dead. Why should they run? Suddenly, a bright red light lit up the dark sky. A heavy pressure filled the air. Aiden looked into the distance. He was shocked. His face became serious. "Is there another boss?" Vespera quickly stood up and helped Vivi. "This is the territory of Demon Duke Ethan." The flame demon was just his servant. "We must leave now," Aiden gasped. The flame demon was level 40, and he was only a Viscount. A Demon Duke would be at least level 60. Aiden could not fight someone that strong. Immediately, Aiden used his magic power. He activated his new Abyss Flame Demon cloak. The deep red cloak lifted Aiden into the air. John looked at his own wounds. He gritted his teeth. "You guys go. I cannot run fast." Vespera looked at Aiden. "Vivi is small and light. Can you carry her?" The red light in the distance came closer. It became brighter. Aiden did not want to die for strangers, but he wanted to try. "If it gets too dangerous, I will leave you. But I can try now." Vespera felt relieved. She looked at Vivi. She whispered, "You must survive. Tell my father to avenge me." Vivi shook her head. Her eyes were red. Aiden did not want to waste time. He flew down to them. He wrapped his arms around both Vespera and Vivi. He picked them up together. The two girls were shocked. Vespera felt his strong heartbeat. Her face turned red, and she looked down. Vivi was scared of heights. She tightly hugged Aiden's arm. Aiden looked at them. Both girls were very beautiful. But there was no time to waste. Aiden flew over to John. "John, grab my legs." John did not hesitate. He grabbed Aiden's legs tightly. Aiden took a deep breath. He poured all his magic power into the cloak. The cloak moved fast. They flew through the air like a fast car. Suddenly, Aiden almost hit an obstacle. The girls screamed and hugged him tighter. But the cloak was powerful. It did not slow down. They flew far away. Aiden looked back. The red light suddenly stopped. Then the sky went quiet. A giant blade appeared in the sky. It was as big as a mountain. An explosion shook the ground. The shock wave hit them. Aiden struggled to stay in the air. Vespera shouted happily, "My father is here! We are safe!" John heard this and relaxed, but he lost his grip. He fell straight down. Without John's weight, the cloak became unstable. Aiden fell to the ground with the two girls. It was a soft landing, but it was awkward. Aiden's left hand landed on Vespera's chest. His right hand was on Vivi's behind. Vespera quickly stood up. Vivi turned completely red. She quietly moved Aiden's hand away. She was 18 years old and a level 15 genius, but right now she was extremely embarrassed. Aiden quickly pulled his hands back. He was embarrassed too, but it was an accident. Vespera tried to stay calm. "We can rest now, then we leave the abyss." Vivi stood up and kept her head down. "Yes, my father is fighting. We will be safe." Aiden looked at the distant fight. The shockwave of the battle was terrifying. If he had stayed there, he would be dead. Suddenly, Vespera looked at Aiden. "Thank you. You saved our lives. The Wexley family owes you a favor." Vivi quickly added, "You saved me too. Come to the Taylor family if you need anything." John walked over. He pulled out a black card. "The Hawthorne Family Trading Company is mine. Take this black card. We will help you anytime." Aiden was surprised. He knew these families. Vespera's father was the head of the Reclasser Association. Vivi's family was connected to the legendary war god, Taylor James. And John's family owned a massive trading company, but Aiden did not take the card. "I saved you, and you helped me kill the boss. We are even." Vespera shook her head. "You could have left us. We will remember this favor. By the way, what is your name?" Aiden stared at them and said calmly, "Aiden." He did not care about these geniuses. With his 1,000-fold critical hit system, he would soon surpass everyone before the college testing. John looked at Aiden with deep curiosity. "Aiden, what is your class and level? Your skills were too strong." Vespera and Vivi also listened closely. Aiden replied flatly, "Just a regular magic apprentice." John was confused. He whispered to Vespera, "What level is that? Is it a legendary class?" Vespera stood frozen in shock. She recovered and said, "It is the basic, weakest iron rank." John froze. An iron rank could use a level 40 boss's freezing skills and strike down the flame demon? It was impossible. Aiden must be joking. Aiden saw their disbelief and felt helpless. He really was just a level 10 magic apprentice. But he had no time to explain. "I have things to do. We will meet again if we are lucky." He wanted to go back to the White City. He had to submit his class change task. Before they could speak, Aiden activated his exit. He vanished. Vivi reached out and shouted, "Wait!" But he was already gone. Vespera hit her own head in regret. "I forgot to ask him about Oslu's heart. Epic demons' hearts are so rare." Then she noticed Vivi staring blankly at the empty space. "What is wrong?" Vivi swallowed hard. Aiden was not joking. "My class can track precise information." "He really is a level 10 magic apprentice." Vespera and John gasped. A level 10 iron rank killed a level 40 abyss boss? Vespera took a deep breath. "He must be a hidden genius from a secret powerful family. We can use his abyss pass to find him in the real world." She looked down at her chest. Her face turned slightly red. Meanwhile, in the Starlight store of the White City. Lunara stared at her phone. She was watching a viral video of a mysterious genius. She whispered, "He used an epic realm pass. I hope he is safe." Suddenly a light flashed. Aiden appeared right in front of her. He looked completely fine, without a single scratch. Lunara's eyes widened. "Mr. Aiden?" But Aiden did not stop. He walked past her and headed straight for the Reclasser Association. Lunara was disappointed, but she quickly followed him. Aiden entered the main hall of the Reclasser Association. Suddenly he stopped. Kale and Elira were standing nearby. Kale was smiling confidently at Elira. "Do not worry. My father sent a level 30 expert to protect us. In 1 week, we will reach level 10 and take the class change quest." Elira was about to reply when she saw Aiden. She quickly looked away, feeling uneasy. Kale noticed her gaze and turned. He sneered when he saw Aiden. "Well, look who it is. Magic Apprentice Aiden. What are you doing here? With your weak iron rank, a wild monster could easily kill you. How about this? Beg me, and I might let you follow us to get some easy experience." Aiden smiled faintly. "Thanks for your concern. But tell me, is your Dragonlight Guild about to fall apart soon?" Kale laughed out loud. "Fall apart? Ridiculous. Our guild is about to become famous across the entire region." Aiden looked at him with mockery. Elira walked up to Aiden, looking serious. "Aiden, strength is everything in this world. Did you come here to win me back? It is too late. I have decided to go with Kale." Aiden looked at her coldly. "Your choices have nothing to do with me. And do not be so full of yourself. I am here to submit my class change quest." Kale and Elira froze. Submit a class change quest? That required level 10. How could an iron rank magic apprentice level up so fast? Aiden ignored their shocked faces. He walked past them toward the registration desk. Aiden walked to the registration desk and looked at the staff member. "Hello, I am here to submit my class change quest." Tina, the staff member, quickly looked up. She recognized his voice. "Mr. Aiden, have you completed the class change quest already?" She was shocked. He had only taken the quest yesterday. It had been less than a day. Suddenly Kale shouted from behind, "Stop pretending, Aiden. There is no way you leveled up that fast." Kale walked up to the desk and looked at Tina. "Miss, ignore this liar. He has gone crazy thinking he is some kind of genius." Elira also stepped forward, staring at Aiden with disappointment. "Aiden, are you really doing all this just to get my attention?" Aiden sighed. These two were truly annoying. Tina frowned and looked at Kale and Elira. "This is the Reclasser Association. Please keep quiet." She quickly checked the system. Suddenly her face went pale. She froze. Kale saw her face and smiled, thinking Aiden was caught. He tried to inspect Aiden's level, but all he saw were question marks. Suddenly, Kale had a bad feeling. Tina swallowed hard and said, "Mr. Aiden, your quest was to enter the Abyss and defeat a level 10 Abyss boss." Kale and Elira gasped. "Who gets a class change quest in the Abyss? Only top-tier geniuses from legendary families." Aiden replied calmly, "I know, the quest is complete." He had actually killed a level 40 boss, but he kept that to himself. Tina nodded quickly. "Please wait. I will prepare your badge. If you have any items to boost your class rank, use them before you absorb the badge." Elira could not believe it. She was only level 2, and he was already level 10. She shouted, "This must be a system error. Double-check it." Tina ignored her and handed the badge to Aiden with both hands. "Sir, your badge is ready." Aiden did not take it yet. "Is your president here?" Tina replied, "He is out, but he said to call him back immediately if you need him." Aiden said, "Call him back." Then he turned to Kale and Elira. "Step aside. I do not have time to play games with you." Elira's legs went weak and she almost fell. Kale clenched his fists and growled, "So what if you leveled up fast? Your class is useless." "Once I reach level 7, I will crush you." Aiden smiled. Kyle's words gave him an idea. He could ask the president to block the Dragonlight Guild's funding. "Thanks for the reminder. You will have a big surprise soon." Aiden then followed Tina to the president's office. Outside, Elira watched him leave and muttered, "I am a diamond rank. My potential is stronger. You will regret this, Aiden." Meanwhile, in the crowd, Lunara watched Aiden with shining eyes. He had survived the Abyss without a single scratch. He was definitely from a top family. She thought, I must find a way to get closer to him. Inside the office, Tina wanted to impress Aiden. She adjusted her short skirt, revealing her long legs and black stockings. She poured him tea, blushed, and walked out. Aiden opened his eyes. With his high spirit stats, he noticed everything. He pulled out the epic demon's heart, but he did not know how to use it. Do you swallow it? Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. President Lucian's voice came from outside. Mr. Aiden, may I come in? Aiden said, come in. Lucian pushed the door open. Instantly, his smile froze. He stared at the epic demon's heart in Aiden's hand, completely speechless. Lucian was the most experienced professional in the White City, but the epic demon's heart in Aiden's hand made his lips tremble. He almost tripped over the sofa. Aiden looked at him. It is just a demon's heart. Why are you so excited? Lucian's voice shook. Excited? This is an epic demon's heart. Lucian sat down, unable to take his eyes off the heart. He explained the danger. Killing an epic-level noble demon of Viscount rank or higher was a nightmare. Before they die, they release a deadly curse. If a reclasser carries this curse, demon masters in the abyss will hunt them down forever. Normally, even high-level reclassers avoid killing them. An epic demon's heart meant someone had risked everything. It was incredibly valuable. Of course, Aiden did not care about the curse. He had 1,000 of these hearts in his storage. Aiden asked, what is the best way to use this? Lucian replied, if you just eat it, you will lose some power. An alchemist should make it into an enhancement potion first. Before Lucian could even finish his sentence, Aiden took a big bite of the heart. It tasted sour and sweet, melting in his mouth like fruit. A notification appeared before his eyes. System notification. You used an epic demon heart. Class change success rate increased to 45%. Aiden was surprised. Without this heart, his chance of a tier upgrade was only 0.05%. Thankfully, he had his system. Lucian looked incredibly upset. He cried out, what a waste, Mr. Aiden. You should have made a potion first. But Aiden ignored him. He pulled out a second epic demon's heart and took another bite. Lucian's mouth dropped open. He was completely speechless. He had 2 of them. Then, Aiden pulled out a third epic demon's heart. Lucian closed his eyes in pure shock. This was the terrifying wealth of a top-tier family. With just one of these, Lucian could have upgraded his own profession. His diamond rank Dragon Knight could have reached Starlight rank. Aiden asked, are there any bad side effects from eating too many? Lucian shook his head blankly. Probably not. No one else is rich enough to eat them like apples. Aiden smiled. His upgrade probability was now 100%. He decided to find a hotel to absorb his new badge and rest. But first, he had to deal with the Dragonlight Guild. He briefly explained the situation to Lucian. Lucian did not hesitate. He agreed to help immediately. He asked carefully, how did they offend you? They will definitely ask for an explanation. Aiden simply said, Kale. Lucian understood instantly. Kale was an arrogant paladin who relied on his guild to bully others. This time, he had messed with the wrong person. Aiden said, thanks. Once this is settled, I will gift you an epic demon's heart. Lucian's eyes went wide. Another one? He swallowed hard. As long as I am here, the Dragonlight Guild will not get a single penny. Anyone who offends you in this city is my enemy. Aiden nodded in satisfaction. As he walked toward the door, he suddenly remembered something. Oh, one more thing. I killed a national-class red-flagged boss in the Abyss called the Flame Demon Oslu. The system says I need to go to the Sovereign City headquarters to get the reward. But that is too much trouble. Lucian almost fell off his chair again. A national-class red-flagged boss, level 40? He pinched his own face to make sure he was not dreaming. Lucian said quickly, I will handle it. The mayor is in the Sovereign City right now. I will have him collect it for you. After Aiden left, Lucian laughed out loud. As the local chairman, reporting this kill would bring him massive credit, maybe even a promotion. He picked up the phone to call the Dragonlight Guild, but another call came in first. He answered, nodding repeatedly. His face became serious. When the call ended, he muttered, The Sovereign City Reclasser Association is sending their vice president here. It must be because of Aiden. Lucian did not waste time. He immediately called Ronald, the leader of the Dragonlight Guild. Ronald's anxious voice came through. Chairman Lucian, is there any update on our materials and refunds? Lucian replied coldly, Updates? Ronald, your son messed with someone he shouldn't have. You are not getting a single material, or a single penny back. Aiden left the Reclasser Association. Upgrading his professional tier was too important. He could not afford any distractions. He walked toward the most expensive hotel in the White City. As he approached the entrance to book a presidential suite, he spotted Kale. Kale was running nervously down the street toward the Dragonlight Guild. Aiden smiled lightly to himself. Is Lucian moving that fast? Money and a rare epic demon's heart could make anyone move mountains. This was only the beginning. Aiden couldn't wait to see Kale's face. When he realized his guild was ruined, and his proud epic paladin class was crushed by a mere magic apprentice. Inside the Dragonlight Guild hall, Ronald was breathing heavily, trying to control his explosive rage. Kale rushed in, looking completely lost. Father, what is going on? Why did you call me back? Kale had just been about to start leveling up in the wild with Elira. Then his father called, screaming at him to return immediately. Ronald walked straight up to Kale. Smack! A loud slap echoed through the hall. Kale's cheek swelled instantly. He held his face in utter shock. Ronald roared, How many times have I told you not to provoke people you shouldn't? The guild's money is gone. The diamond rank materials are gone. What did you do? Before Kale could answer, Ronald slapped him again. Kale fell to the floor, terrified. Father, I didn't provoke anyone. I don't know what happened. Ronald kicked him in the stomach. The deposits are stuck. The guild is ruined, and you expect me to believe you? Kale wanted to cry. He had done nothing but chase Elira lately. Don't hit me. We need to find a way to solve this. Ronald took a deep breath to calm down. Lucian gave me a tip. The vice president of the Sovereign City Association and some elite geniuses are coming tomorrow. The mayor is hosting a welcome banquet for the top students and powerful families. The owner of those diamond materials will be there. You must apologize to them, or our guild is finished. Kale nodded quickly, terrified of his father's anger. Ronald helped Kale up and sighed. This is also a chance. If you can get close to those Sovereign City geniuses, it will save the guild. As for Elira, she is nothing compared to them. Ronald paused, then added, Bring Elira with you tomorrow night. You will see what I mean. In a luxury hotel presidential suite, costing 100,000 gold a night. Aiden sat down. He pulled out his profession badge and chose to absorb it. A cool energy flowed into his mind. System notification. Class change complete. You can level up again. Professional upgrade unlocked. Choose your path. The system gave him two choices. Option 1. Become a platinum rank dark mage and gain the skill Darkness Mastery. Option 2. Keep his current class, upgrade it to platinum rank, and obtain the special skill Apprentice's Heart. Aiden frowned at the first option. Dark classes were often rejected by universities and associated with evil guilds, but his eyes lit up at the second option. A platinum rank magic apprentice? With his 1,000-fold critical hit system, he could easily get more demons' hearts later. He chose option 2. A bright white light exploded around him. When Aiden opened his status panel, everything had changed. His class had evolved into a platinum rank magic apprentice. And then, he saw his new ability. Apprentice's Heart. A terrifying skill. One that allowed him to burn EXP points in exchange for random stat growth. And the more EXP he spent, Aiden cursed out loud. Shit. This was a god-tier skill. For others, experience was too rare to waste. But Aiden had collected hundreds of millions of experience points. The only catch was the randomness. It was a lottery. Aiden decided to test his luck. He threw in 1 million experience points. The skill activated. System notification. 1 million EXP consumed. Stats increased. Aiden cursed again. Damn, this is so unfair. 1 million EXP for only 11 stat points? But he wasn't going to stop. He decided to go big. He poured in 10 million experience points. The skill activated once more. Aiden's heart raced as a powerful energy surged through him.